Maybe he's coming here to attach. I doubt it, but maybe. Huh, no, they're just gunning for it. Well, good news for me at the very least, but I still need to take down Tabriz. It's made all that much easier with that. Okay, this is good news. If anyone's going to throw their lives away for me, it's going to be mercenary scum. The rest of us make our way up there. I need to give the Ottomans what they want out of this, or else they're going to hate me. And whilst the Ottomans continue to get curb stomped by Europeans, eventually 1500s will hit and the Europeans will start killing each other. As Europeans could, would, and should. I feel like I'm lacking cavalry. Oh no, there they are. Aye, we're looking okay. We'll get our actually good general in on that. And the not so hot ruler of ours make their way to Tabriz, since that's where I need you. Need is a relative case here, but as long as I take Al-Raqqa here, that means that the Ottomans will not desire for more, and I'm free to take the rest. And I'll be taking the rest. They took care of the rebels for me. Enemy capital is under siege. That's going pop. But if I can just take this by the 26th, which I can, of course, I'll be able to shift this over to the Ottomans. What is this? Ah, of course, the raising. And then I go, here you go, Ottomans. You can have everything you could want and more. Gotta worry about my own... I want this province, but I'm not sure I want it to the point that I'm going to take it. Seems risky biscuits. I want the north, though. Really, I want your capital, but that's probably too much to ask at this point. And I have to be very careful about that aggressive expansion because people hate me so much. I should also concern myself with the autonomy around here, but it's fixed at 50 and 1, and jings, I want Tabriz. I mean, I really want that province, but perhaps I should settle for something more monetary, or breaking up with Crimea, because they really bring the pain, don't they? Then again, there's also down south that I could worry myself with, like blocking off Mamlukian imperialism. I feel like I could leverage a bit more than this. Jake, I suggest you actually put enough men on the capital. Well, that is crazy talk, and I'm not sure if I can get behind that. The Ottomans have done a lot for me here. I like bagging Baghdad, but perhaps I should grab... Oh, no, this isn't what I thought here. It's not as good as Basra, since it doesn't have the estuary, but it's certainly got other things going for it. It's tricky. I mean, I'd love Crimea to not be involved in all of this, but they're nowhere near wanting to back out of this war, and they're still bringing the pain, which could just do more harm than good for me. I mean, I'm still getting a Dyes province. This Wool province, although I have a claim on it, it is a bit crap. I should probably focus elsewhere. Yeah, forget that one. Maybe just focus on getting Kazakhstan. It knocks out another enemy fort, brings it over to me, and it's actually pretty good because it directs the enemy into non-mountain provinces from which I can descend. And by enemy I mean Persia, naturally. The same Persia is getting wrecked by pretender rebels. Maybe wrecked is putting a bit harshly. Delhi, though. Delhi are terrifying. Big, strong, healthy alliances. Probably going to get access to Timurids, and if failing that, they could just go the Baluchistani route. Baluchistani, who they have allied, so that isn't even a question, it's just something they will do. Okay, well, since none of those things are going to go my way, I should pursue other avenues of expansion. The Armenians may be disgusting, and not part of my culture group, but they are an avenue of expansion, so I should pursue that. Kazakhstan I still kind of want, because it's really good, but how about securing Ganja? It's not expensive, there's no increased coring cost, it is filthy Shia as well, but it gives me a border with ally-less Gizmaluk. So perhaps I should focus north instead of south. Get the Ganja. But Kazakhstan is really good. And I need some really good provinces at this point in time. Jake, Kazakhstan and Basra, then crush Shamar's wool conspiracy. Aye, Basra is really good. I should probably go Basra instead of Baghdad in the grand scheme of things. I wanted Basra because I stuck a claim on it, but really, is it that important? Part of me thinks yes it is. Humming and hoeing here, but I think this is what I'm going to have to do. I still secure 4 provinces for myself, 2 for the Ottomans, and a strong Ottomans helps me, really. So, yeah, I think we can go with that. And my mercenary can hightail it out of there like the cheeky guy he is. Everybody gets back. You, I'm just going to dismiss because I don't think I... No, I have access through Mamluks, so what am I talking about here? So I have new provinces to concern myself with. Straight away, just get rid of that. What do I do with Baghdad? I don't want you revolting on me. I think I will just punch you in the autonomy. Yeah, right in the autonomy. And to the north, aye, this is just going to get chords straight away. No reason not to. It's even Azerbaijani, so inside my wonderful culture group. Jake, export Iraqis to Kara. Tempting, but no. It's also nice to get that sweet power projection after what I did there. And now to see how the Poles do. The Poles will probably do quite well. I'm happy about all of that, though. Yeah, what's your problem? You seem to be a little stuck there. Oh, that's right. I lost military access from Karakayunlu. So that's an issue. Maybe I should just dismiss you. Yeah, I can always buy you back. So, ugly country gets a little uglier, but now I have a border with Armenia. Question is what to do with Armenia. A question that many people have had to consider in the past, I'm sure. But what I should do is start nailing down the provinces that have had recent uprising. They'll take a while, some certainly more than others. And I can't touch the ones that have religious zeal. Well, that one has Zoroastrian religious zeal, the best kind. So where did I throw my clergy? You're only there, but I could certainly put you elsewhere. Like to Gillian. Probably be a good home for the clergy, actually. I did nail their influence a wee touch. But I'll put you here and say, get to work. Really, if there's something I'd love, it's an Inquisitor right about now. Would that give you too much influence over me? You'd only gain 10. I can easily strip that away from you, right? I could always remove someone. But yes, I want to get all this converting done really fast. And I wouldn't mind getting some extra admin while we're at it. So yes, we will get ourselves a lovely level 2 Inquisitor. Expensive though they probably are. 2.44 yearly, I can take it. Because we actually have a good bit of... excuse me. What to do with Baghdad? I think I'll leave it be. We have good income since we have a good chunk of control over the Persian trade node. Deceptively rich considering it's only fed by 2, but it gets fed and produces some really swell trade goods. And that's good for us. I need to eye up Armenia, although I have lots of internal stabilization to do. The Armenians could, would, and should fall to our might. Copts, eh? Can't really trust Copts. Have you decided the goal of this run, or is it just blobbing to you? Yeah, we'll try and go for this as Persia. Ottoman's doing surprisingly good in all of this. They've not let anyone in. But I think that's more down to Bohemian tenacity. Still, if you can't say fairer than that... Don't know where I'm going with that, really. Here I was thinking Armenians had increased coring costs. But they are going to be pathetic, so I really should just ram raid them whilst no one is looking. They're Christian, so none of the Muslims are going to care. They're in this group, so no one is going to care. I think it seems like a good plan for us. They do have a fort on their capital, so it's going to be a little tricky taking them down a notch, but only a little. Nothing we should have to worry about. There I was thinking that was my sworn enemy Armenia getting huge amount of condottieri from somewhere. That would be frightening. You know, it's not like Giz and Mamluk hate me and would rent out to them. No, rivalry, so nothing to worry about there. I'm hoping to convince the Armenians that they want to fight me right here, right now. Since I would rather fight them in mountains that way. Okay, so they're getting access through and around here, which means they're probably going to go for Gillian. Or maybe they're at war with Gizzy. Why are they at war with Gizzy? The Gizmilukan... Okay, I need to jump on this opportunity. And it is an opportunity. They're going to have some... Excuse me, I don't know why I'm dying today. But I am. It's unfortunate, but I can't get to here unless someone is willing to give me some good access. And you certainly are not. But maybe I could get it through Gizzy. We have the same enemies, right? Oh well, let's worry about that later. First and foremost, let's knock down that capital. Because I still need to bring this down. They're building something as well, a church. I like church. I mean, if I got access from you, would I be able to get to Van? I'm looking for Van. Ally the Ottomans! Couldn't go wrong, could it? No, I am confident that the Ottomans have this one in the long term. Confident. Poor Armenia. And no one believes in their genocide either. It's tough luck for them. I got a book about the Armenian genocide from the Turkish embassy. And it opened my eyes. Who would have thought it was all just a conspiracy? Alright, now they can probably march into Van. I'm just hoping they don't, but they probably will. Well, I mean, Gizzy are a natural enemy of mine in the future anyway, so regrettable. Cruelty of mercenaries is fine. I'll just take the curtailed mercenaries. And in addition to that, I will grab my mercenary, wherever he is, and tell him he's no longer welcome in my nation. Those merchant guilds are already pretty unhappy with me, which is a shame because they control a lot of my nation. And, yeah, not really keen on losing 20 legitimacy either, but we have a strong heir and an old ruler who's currently doing quite a lot on the battlefield, so I think we'll say Vaska to that. Jake, what is your Ottoman trust after you joined them in so many wars? Nothing, because I haven't been helping them at all, and the wars have not concluded, so they can't give me any of that. But when it comes to participation, well, at least I'm twice as good as Grugi here, but over here, yeah, I haven't lifted a finger to help these guys. I haven't even jumped on a single siege. It's a real shame that you jumped into Van. I wanted that church. Let's go quite a few things I want, and I'm probably not going to be getting them here. Oh, an extra missionary is pretty high on the want list, though. So that I can actually get some religious unity going on here and take copious advantage of both my Inquisitor. Actually, I didn't check the age of said Inquisitor, did I? Starting out in their 40s. That just starts them with death risk. Almost. Alright, regrettable, but you're going to get Van. Actually, that probably works in my favour. Actually, I'm pretty sure that will work in my favour. That's okay. Oh, Lord! I think the Ottomans are dead. I think the Ottomans are going to die horribly here. I've never seen such an underperforming Ottomans. Okay, maybe that's not quite true, but let's face it, we're 42 years and the Ottomans are at war with this. The Mamluks, who are stronger than them. I don't think I'm going to be recovering my abysmal prestige anytime soon, because honouring this war is going to be suicide for me. Granted, we have Tlemcen on our side. Tlemcen have their own jar of worries here. Ooh, air. Maybe I can re-side with the Mamluks. I know they don't like me so much for everything I've been doing, but part of the reason they don't like me is because I allied their their enemy. We'll get rid of... let's not look at the wrong one here. I reckon we'll be getting a good bit friendlier with the Mamluks from now on. Sorry, not sorry, Ottomans. What do you even want? You'll probably want me to annul treaties with the Ottomans, which I already... Okay, no, they just want money. I'm not so keen on dishing out money like that, but... Persia Dao incoming. Now, I'll get this relationship with the Mamluks, no problem. Yeah, my trust got hit a little bit, but we... time heals all wounds. Well, it might not heal the Timurid wounds, those look a little deadly. And what was the Ottoman army doing down there? If the Ottomans end up winning all of this, I'm going to feel like a right fool. I have my own truce with them, but I reckon they've got more than 5 years of warfare on their plate right now. Early death of their god ruler really sends them into an abyss. They sink into the ashes of a new dark age, made more sinister and perhaps more protracted by the lights of perverted science. Well, let us therefore brace ourselves. And if the very Ardalan Empire lasts 1,000 years, men will still say this was the hour we betrayed the Ottomans. Am I gonna feel like a right fool here? Because I'm feeling foolish right now. The Mamluks have more to offer on their side as well, but as long as people can't cross the Black Sea or the Bosphorus, well, okay. Civil war as well, so I really hope my old coot dies soon. But I think civil war is ticking up real slow, just because of overextension. So Bohemia's down, that's going to make a lot of attention turn Ottoman side. Quick Jake, jump on the Mamluks. And the Mamluks are pretty happy with me because I didn't join the war against them. That doesn't last for very long, but they have 2 vassals and an alliance with Kandar. Jumping on them might seem pretty awesome, but... Okay, Karakiyunlu separatists want to rise up in where exactly? Ardalan and Malkates. My force limit is up a wee touch. It would stand to reason that I should grab a couple more units and position myself in the mountains there. Hopefully we get this Occupado before then. Of course we do, because we're really good. Make our way into those mountains to defend from the separatists that wish to rise up. And we'll grab ourselves a couple more provinces. Whoop-de-doo. Still, we're locked in this horrible warfare. Come now, you need to get there in time and have an actually good general. That's the important part as well. No, I don't think that's a good idea. Well, actually. These are just Hungarians we're talking about, and Litauan, they're not sacrificing diddly for their friends. Oh, they can't stop the Ott. So we're kind of nestling our way into new areas that I'm not sure I want to label as states right now. Well, I will be taking this in the future. This, not so convinced on. Plus, it's a 3 development wool province. That I will get behind, though. There, have your core. Marvellous. Couldn't have timed or positioned that better. I have exactly my cavalry flanking. James, I couldn't ask for better. They have poured unity malice to their discipline and pathetic tactics as well. No, I think that's going to go A-okay. Still though, I am sitting here doing very little with my everything. What I should do, it's a shame they don't want to offer military access anymore, but when I'm not at war and I secure that alliance, well, at the very least I want to marry the Mamluks so they don't want to come and crush me. Side switching here, ditch the Mamluks in favour of the Ottomans, and now we're doing a 180 on that. There's still Persia, who I'd love to nail, but that's going to require Delhi to end up in a protracted war with Malwa. Hopefully Delhi strikes Malwa. Do they have claims on them or any such thing? They don't even see it as land that they want. Neutral friendly, that's no good. I need Delhi to find an enemy. But in fact they are swimming in friends. Malwa is not swimming in friends. This is concerning. Maybe I'll be making my way over to Arabia sooner than planned. Not that there was ever truly a plan on that. Okay, but I want all these wars to end. Sadly the enemy war enthusiasm is quite high, whilst the Ottomans continue to just throw themselves into everything they find. The meat grinder, one could say. Right, what do you want, other than all my money, because that is not an option right now. Venice probably also quite like the idea of taking all my money. Aye, reparations through and through. Well, war isn't about to end anytime soon. I've already looted those provinces dry. Let's just chill out. Maybe increase relations with some people that could do with it. Like, well, Shamar is a vassal, so forget what they think. Oman is my friend. Yemen could also be my special friend. They are hostile with Oman, but I mean, at least I'd have 2 friends in the region. More than anyone needs to crush Hormuz, the same Hormuz which looks friendless, and in fact enemy of everyone in the region here. I want to absorb Armenia, but not quite yet. The time will come. Now let's hope this administrator lives long. At the age of 34, he's still got some bite left in him. Okay. Everybody wants to party on the ex-Byzantine lands. Alright, well with that in mind I shall start increasing relations with Yemen. We certainly could do with a few more diplo relations. Mamluks were capped out on, and I don't know, Uzbek? Kinda close with Uzbek. But then again, Muscovy resurged after getting their teeth kicked in by Kazan. So they'll probably come knocking for the Uzbek. Maybe Delhi would want to be my friend, even though I'm allied to their... or they are allied with my rival. By extension, perhaps Malwa, but distance between borders will murder us. Same issue with Baluchistan, rivals, allies. I am not very popular in the world. A good bit of that comes down to my religion. You can choose your friends, but you can't choose your religion. But you can spread your religion, and it's pretty difficult to spread your friends. One can try, mind. Right, no need to pay these guys if they're not doing anything. Let's sit back and generate some dough. Let's try not to have civil war tick up too much longer, but I need peace. I need peace in my time. It's a real shame that Gizzy jumped on these guys when I should have had Van. I was robbed. Persia will soon have techs. Well, wow. They had a really good heir. I wonder if the heir got murdered and replaced with this fool. And if I can get tech 7 before they do, which I can, perhaps I can jump them and not care about Delhi since they are also inferior in technology. Well, I still don't have the force limit to be pulling stunts like that, but something to remember. Need peace? No problem, Jake. Go occupy Poland and Venice and you're good to go. Oh boy. The unfortunate thing is they don't even have that much war score because they just can't take the capital. Well, once they do... Nice, we're actually getting sailors every now and then. Soon I'll be able to afford a yacht. Okay, there we go. Capital is down. Poland are on the move. Well, in terms of war score, not in terms of actually entering the country. But they don't want peace with me, and neither do Venice. Well, not peace that doesn't involve me shelling out all my money, and I do... Oh, jings, that's crappy. Didn't have that Inquisitor very long now, did I? I'm actually going to... No, I won't kick you out. Didn't I already have you once? I don't think I need that admin quite so badly anymore, but I guess I'm still trying to figure out these admin ideas. Oh, come now, I just gave you a retirement fund and you decided to die on me. At least the treasurer will pay for himself. Well, the Ottomans have lost this and they have low enthusiasm. With a bit of luck they will peace out with Poland and that'll be that. And then Venice get to have their turn of occupation. They're even sitting waiting for their turn to loot Istanbul. But they're not interested in bringing their navies in. They probably just can't out-navy the Ottomans. No, certainly not. Oh, man. I'm just not allowed to have prestige, am I? Which really gets rid of me being able to get rid of that aggressive expansion. What I need to do is absorb countries who have aggressive expansion with me. Sadly, the Mamluks are a big part of that. Surprised there's not a coalition consisting of Persia, Timurids, and Kara. Maybe when Kara's truces up, they'll start thinking that way. But yeah, I need these wars to not be happening right now. I got plans, and those plans are being infringed upon. And I have looming disaster, which is another bad thing, because that legitimacy is hurting. Jake, why not drop the Ottomans? They're going to get partitioned. I already have dropped the Ottomans. But because of these wars, I would need to peace out one way or t'other. Oh, well, we're getting there. I mean, I could just give you war reparations, but I don't like the sound of that. I more like the sound of the Ottomans making their own peace. And I like getting my cores here, but tell me, which area are you? You include Basra and Grain. And as much as I really like this province, I'm not sure if I'm willing to... Well, it is 15 development, isn't it? And soon I'll have more states, right? It's 8 that I get more states? I mean, autonomy is already ticking down. I'm not so